Good morning, friends. Sorry, I had to flip the Wi-Fi off really fast. I forgot to do that this morning. So I apologize for coming to you a little early today. Just as you thought you were getting used to seeing me at 9, I came on an hour early. I've got an eye doctor's appointment this morning, so I needed to jump on early and get busy before I go over there. So today I hinted that I've already got the April class schedule planned out, and I want to share a couple of sneak peeks with you today. So these are not necessarily cards that are going to be in the classes in April, but we are going to feature these stamp sets at our April classes. So, and just a reminder before I jump down, I did add an Easter card class to the schedule. So Thursday, April the 7th at 2 o'clock, we are going to make Easter cards. That's an in-person class. If you'd like to take it to go, you are more than welcome to do so, but you're also welcome to come to my studio and make your cards here. So I am going to flip down. I don't see anybody on just yet. Let me switch cameras and get started. First off, I must tell you, give a big shout out to Kylie Henshaw in Australia. Gosh, now that I said that, I'm pretty sure it was Kylie that I am casing from today. She posted, it was like she was in my head. The cards that she posted that she's getting ready to do in classes were featuring the same stamp sets as me, and I was like, oh my gosh, that one is just too cute. And the other one uses a really close adaptation to one of my favorite sketches, one of my go-to recipes, if that makes sense. So let's jump in and get going. So we're going to start with the Artfully Layered. Now this is the bundle that we are going to feature in the card club next month. So I threw everything around on my desk at the last minute, and now where's my catalog? Okay, where is that in the catalog? Artfully Layered. It is on page 34 of the mini catalog. So it's right here. These beautiful, large, tropical looking stamps and fun greetings. There is some designer series paper to go along with it, and this is a super great stamp set for making your own designer series paper, your own background paper. If you haven't seen me do that, I love to do that, and I would be willing to bet that we do that soon. So this is what we're going to use today. We're going to use this really large leaf stamp from the set, this one here, and some bright fun colors. And then we're going to borrow a greeting from Enjoy the Moment. We're going to borrow this happy birthday right here. I love that font. Okay, so what did I do with my pieces? Get my bits, as Ange McKay would say. So we are starting with a basic white card base that is 5.5 by 8.5 and is scored at 4 1/4. Then I have a layer of basic black that is 4 by 5 1/4, and a layer of basic white that is just 1/8 of an inch more narrow on all sides. And then I've got a scrap of black that we are going to heat emboss our greeting with. All right, so this is the piece we're going to start with. And then our colors, I have Melon Mambo and Mango Melody, Granny Apple Green, and Bermuda Bay. So really bright card. Let's get this stamp. So this is a red rubber cling stamp, and I'm going to use a size E block because that's easy to pick up, and I want to lay these out in the order that I'm going to use them. And I need to have my stamp cleaner handy. Where's my chamois? And here's my chamois. So last night I got together with some of my team members that had earned a spot at a challenge, and then demonstrators from my sidelines to my uplines. So that was pretty fun. We played some games of bingo, and we had played 6 games of bingo, and my team actually won 3 of the 6 games. So how cool was that? There were about 50 demonstrators that were playing that had earned their spot, and it was a super fun night. And then we had 7 cards that we made with the All Together suite. Each one was designed by a gold level or above demonstrator that are part of the Rubber Queens team. And it was super fun. You know what? I'm not entirely sure of my spacing. I wonder. Well, we're just going to go for it. And if we don't have the spacing right, we'll flip it over. Okay, close that one. So that was Mango Melody. Clean that off. And then come back with Granny Apple Cream. So if you like today's video, please like it, comment, share it. If you're catching the replay on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am just a few subscribers away from a level at YouTube. YouTube only allows you to do certain things when you have certain levels of subscribers, and I need a few more subscribers to hit that first level. Good morning, Teresa. Easter cards are going to be April the 7th, or whatever that Thursday is right there, at 2 o'clock here in my studio. Okay, do we like that? Is it too crowded? Should those go over a little bit more? I kind of think it's too crowded. So I wonder, let's see if we can't do that a little better. All right, since we've got Bermuda Bay out, let's start with it. And let's just do a little bit of it. Kylie's card is a little different. So she, by making hers on the first layer, she was able to use more of this leaf. So there are a few options. You could use fewer colors, so fewer images, or just spread them out a little bit more so that the colors on the outside aren't quite as visible. These little dancing leaves are fun. Love the bright colors for spring. We get to see, demonstrators get to see the new catalog today, this afternoon, as well as the retiring list. So my plan is to be on later this afternoon and share that retiring list. Go through the catalog and mark up my catalog, help you mark up your catalog to know what's retiring, so that you have a chance to get those products before they retire. We are going to use a color today on the next card that is retiring, and it is so versatile that the colors will go fast. So these retiring colors. So don't wait to get them. Okay, I like that much better. Even though there's more of, Bermuda Bay just barely gets an entrance in here, I'm okay with that. because this is supposed to be a quick and easy card. I don't want to fuss with that all day, so I'm not going to. All right, so we can actually put these down. So super easy card here, and I left my little toolbox over here. This was all in my dining room last night with my team, and I think my glue is empty, so I'm going to grab my seal. Yeah, see, so here's what we had. So this is what we did first, and that is just too crowded. They're two on top of each other. So I flipped it over to the other side and spread them out. I like that much better. And like I said, we could fuss more and get the spacing more even, but it's not who I am. I will always just claim, well, I did that on purpose. And, you know, truthfully, I'm not a real symmetrical girl, so it's not too surprising. All right, so just leaving a little bit border on there. Okay, so the next part is our greeting on this scrap piece of black. And there's our card. And we're going to grab the greeting from here. It's another red rubber cling stamp. And my blocks are all out of whack too. Okay, I'll need Versamark ink. Darn it. Luckily, it's a short walk over to the other desk. So Versamark ink is a clear, sticky ink. It takes a long time. It takes a while to dry. And it is perfect for embossing, heat embossing, because it gives you time to get your powder all set. And so you can't tell I did anything, but this is where the magic starts. Okay, I've lost my spoon. Normally there's a spoon in this container, and I just spoon on my embossing powder. The embossing powder doesn't come in a container like this. This just made it easier for me. White is one that I use the most, but actually embossing powders come in little containers like this, and they come in two sets. There are metallics and there are basics, and they're so fun. Now, should you, and I did pretty well here, I didn't get any stray pieces that I can see, but if I had, I can take a paintbrush, a dry paintbrush, and just brush off any edges before I melt it. So I'm going to grab the heat emboss tool. This might be kind of loud for a second. I'm going to hold it up so that hopefully you can see as this starts to melt. So you should see the Y become bright first. Okay, now here it's coming. You see it getting brighter across the greeting. And it just quickly melts that powder. Okay. All right, I think that's got it. You want to be sure, because nothing worse than touching it and having it go scatter. And then I'm just going to trim this a little bit, nothing fancy. And sometimes I even do this just with my scissors. And I show you, I use the guides of my this line of the lines that I can see on my trimmer to help me see how straight I am. And you can see I trimmed that really closely. And I'm gonna and then just, let's see. I'm gonna do the rest with my scissors. And I'm just gonna trim this end with my snips, and then this end like this. Super fun, no fanciness needed. So after today's video, after my dentist, or not my dentist, my eye doctor appointment, I will be posting, creating a blog post where the recipe card with all the supplies will be listed with their item numbers, so that if you want to get a jump ahead, because this is the stamp set and there are a set of dies that go with this. Let's get that over like that. And there you have it. Just a super simple, colorful card. Really fun. So quick and easy. The other card, it's going to take a few minutes because I don't have my bits cut. I think I have them all over here. And I'm going to clean up just a little bit while we transition to the other product. So I don't know if the weather gives any of y'all headaches, but it gives me headaches. And I'm waiting for my Tylenol to kick in. Okay, we are playing with the Cactus Cuties next, and I am going to use Granny Apple Green and Flirty Flamingo, Cinnamon Cider. Let's see if there's anything else. I think that's it for the colors. This bundle, and it is a bundle, it's a punch bundle though. I love punches. They're quick, they're easy, and you can do some things with them that are not as they intended. So the Cactus is on page 66. And this class will be part of this stamp set will be part of my third Thursday class, which is an online class that you can get a kit free with a purchase. I was going to show you. So punch art. This little leprechaun is primarily made from the strawberry builder punch. Okay, so his body is the strawberry, and his beard is the leaf. Here's the little stem of the strawberry, are his feet, and then his arms and sleeves are from the one of the daisy punches. This is from an elegant punch, and then his hat is actually from the Cactus builder punch, which we're going to do now. So there's a little St. Patrick's Day fun. Okay, so let me set that there. Oh, I did a really quick class yesterday, and we made these two fun cards with the Ladybug punch bundle. Hello Ladybug is the name of the stamp set. And we did the hive embossing, and we used some Stella on her wings. Super fun, super quick. Just a Tuesday Express class. Get that out of the way. And I don't know if I have what I need. Okay, so we're gonna start with Granny Apple Green base, and we're going to score it at 4 1/4. So the typical card is half a sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So I've scored it at 4 1/4. Now I'm going to cut it at 5.5, and now I have 2 card bases. That's very efficient, right? Then I am going to cut some Whisper White for the middle, and you'd think I'd have this measurement memorized, but I don't. So I'm going to start by coming in. I come in an inch, so it'll be 4 1/2. I reserve the right to trim this down. So 4 1/2 by 3, and this, oh, that's 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. So I'm building something like this, and I already have, what did I do with my labels? Hold on a sec. I didn't lose them. Oh no. Well, I thought I already had my die. Oh, here I do. I do. Now, but let's see if this is going to work. No, that is much too big to work with this. So, do I want to switch it up, or do I want to switch label size? Such hard decisions. All right, I'm going to get this right, and then I'll figure out what my cactus is going to go on. This paper is from the same host paper that I shared with you the other day. In the back section, I have it tabbed called Host and Join. Right here, this pattern party paper, my favorite paper, and I think this is probably my favorite pattern. It's all these fun colors. So I cut that 4 1/2. So I'm going to make this part, oh, you know what? I know why I don't. Okay, so this one, sorry, it's 4 1/2. So I already know that I want this to be 4 1/4 by 3. And that will become apparent in a second. So 4 1/4. So now I can cut this by 4, and mathematically that works better because I can do 3 sections of 4. So if I wanted to mass produce this card, that would be great. And then this part is 3 1/4, and so this would be 3. Oh, look at me doing math. All right, and that would fit just in, okay, what did I do wrong? You're supposed to be 3 1/4. Did I not cut you? Oh, no, I didn't. Ah. Okay, I did the math. I just didn't execute it well. All right. And then, so I would be able to get, out of one sheet of 12 by 12, I'd be able to get, 3 across and 4 down. So I could mass produce this card easily, should I fall in love with it. Okay, so there. Now, this piece is 4. I'm about to do something radical. I'm going to do an inch off of one end, and I know nobody can tell, but I could, and an inch off of this end, like this, and that leaves about a 2-inch piece in the middle. I'm going to cut that from a lot of times I just flip over my pattern, but I don't really want the black and white in the middle. So I'm going to grab this granny apple green piece from in here that has a pattern, but it's just subtle. So, and this needs to be 2. Okay, I'm going to cut it at 2, but I think then I'm going to end up trimming it down. Or maybe not. Over there. Yeah. So if I want to leave white space, I'm going to trim this down a little bit. If I want them just to bump up against each other, I'm going to leave them the same size. And that is a huge difference. So I don't think I usually leave that big a difference. Okay. So I told you I reserve the right to change my mind. So this is 4. We're going to cut this by 3. And then we'll do, whoops, my blade jumped, 1 1/2. And 1 1/2. Where did 1 1/2 go? Okay, 1 1/2, 1 1/2. Which left me with 1 inch in the middle. Oh gosh, okay. I really got to memorize this pattern because all this cutting and I'm getting dizzy. See, aren't you lucky that I'm going to figure it all out here? And I mean, sometimes this is just the real process. The executing of what you have in your head. Okay. So this is what we have so far. All right. Then we're going to build our little cactus on top of it. Man, that's a lot of green too. So look at the cactus. We need a pot. So I like this pot. This pot is not part of the punch. So I will fussy cut it out. If I could pick up my scrap white, that'd be awesome. Go over there, guys. Go over there. Oops, sorry, get my big fat head in there. So we'll fussy cut him. And so here are the pieces that are in the punch. So this kind of coordinates with this one. And then this one, and then this one. And they're fairly easy to cut out. You don't have to have the punch, don't have to use the punch for this. And sometimes when I am using a punch, well, I'm going to just stamp it into people. Never mind. Never mind. Back to what we've got going on. Okay, so then we're going to cut out, we're going to stamp. We're not going to cut out just yet. I'm going to stamp the pieces of the cactus that we want to use. And I actually think today I'm going to use this one. It's so fun. It's like dress up dolls or something. Just mix and match and have fun with them. And this is another one that is not in the punch, but these are super easy to fussy cut. And this is a photopolymer stamp, so I can see whether or not I'm inked up well, and I can see where I'm stamping it. Doesn't matter so much right now because I am going to cut these pieces out. Or at least I'm cutting, yeah, these pieces. A few of these pieces anyway. And with this punch, I'll show you another trick. Maybe. I can actually cut these ahead of time, punch them out, and then stamp them. I am going to need a smaller block. I need to go get that. And I have no idea if this is a cactus that would look, if this is if I'm building appropriately. I may have the wrong pieces. The cactus may not grow like this, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's do 3 of these, and I need a small block. This one, whoops, come back. If you're doing this with a red rubber stamp, you would use this, whoops, Stamparatus to get it in, to get it lined up. But this punch actually punches smaller than the stamp. So can you see that I've got, yeah, see I've got more left. So it makes it a little easier. That kind of made a cute little watermelon looking thing. Okay, so 3 of those. Then let's do some flirty flamingo. Little guys. So the class that's on the 3rd Thursday is an online class that is free to watch. And then if you would like to get a kit to make those cards, a prepped kit for you. Let's just go in the punch. It is free with a qualifying order. All right, so now I've stamped this one. I'm going to feed it into the punch, but you can see it's way down here in my punch. And I don't have my paper going the right way. So I'm actually going to cut a strip. Okay, so I've turned my punch upside down and I'm just lining it up. Okay, I think I'm lining it up there. So there's that one. But you can see I still have lots of stamped area, so that they don't do that very often. I feel like most often you have white edges, like I did with my ladybug. The white around is more typical. And do one more. I'm sorry if I keep getting my head in it. Okay. Now, the way I saw this in my head, well, it's not going to work that way. So I have another thought. Let's get all our pieces together. Get this out of the way. Oh, missed my scrap bin completely. I should probably clean this up a little bit before I go too far. Hello, Chris. It was so good to see you last night. So Chris is one of my sideline sisters. I guess that's the way we say it. So she was part of our event last night with her team, and it was just a lot of fun. It was the first time we've actually done that kind of event with the larger team, I guess. I think we're going to do it more often, and that would be super fun. All right, let's see if I can make this work in make what I see in my head possible here. Hello, Joyce. So Joyce says your bingo packet arrived, Jed. I meant to track it, but I jumped straight online this morning and I didn't track it yet. So I'm breaking all the rules here. I should not. I've left the white some places and not others, which is terribly inconsistent. And I'm probably going to second guess that a lot. So I had somebody come to my house last night that's on my team that I had never even met before. So that was super fun and exciting. And she won a bundle, which was super, super cool. She's in my 3rd level. Yeah, actually, 2 of the ladies that came last night were in my 3rd level. One of them I'd met once before. I had 8 people actually earn their spot. Several of them were long distance. 2 of them were in Florida. Okay. All right. And then we're playing bingo tomorrow night. All right, let's see. I need a silicone mat. Wonder if I can find one. That was a lucky thing. It's a little messy. Don't mind that. Let's see if I can get. All right, we're just going to build this guy. And I might need. Tombow glue sets pretty fast. Like I said, I might not be building him the way he would grow in nature. That's okay. I'm all right with that. I need to be a little that way. This is kind of fun. The anatomy of a cactus. Except when you get glue on your hands, it happens. And I'm just going to put a dot. This glue is really, if you give it a minute to get tacky and don't immediately set things down, then they won't slide around on you. So it gives you the best of both, because I work with it a lot when I'm layering up cardstock, because it does slide around, and that helps me in my attempt to get things straight. But sometimes when you're building like this, having it set faster. Okay, that is one crazy looking cactus, but it's kind of fun. Now let's come over here and put these pieces together. And so I like to find the center, right? This grid paper is so awesome for that. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and 2, 4, 6. Is that the center? 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so I need about half there. Okay, now my little center piece is going to take up just a little over 2 on each side. So I'm going to add a little glue to him. And then my grid paper helps me line him up. I have some vision challenges, and this grid paper is a lifesaver because it has color. Now this is going to leave just the tiniest border between my strips. And such forgiving paper, it doesn't have an upside or a downside. And while I'm getting this together, that piece is going to be drying. Oh my gosh, okay, so I drastically got that wrong. So you know what we do then definitely have to memorize. It's one of my favorite sketches, but I really got to memorize the measurements because that's ridiculous. So we'll come back with the trimmer and take a 1/4 of an inch off. It's about perfect. And I'm actually going to take 1/16 off the top and the bottom. Then I'm going to put this down with dimensionals. Even your edges. You don't waste any of this magic sticky. I love this layout too, Joyce. And it doesn't matter. You can, you know, change the sizes of them to suit whatever you're doing. And I just love that I showed you how to center it up and get it even, and then I totally botched it. This is, you know, a reality show. I don't watch reality shows. I just, maybe that's because I am such one in my real life. Okay, so that is going to be too busy. It needs something behind it. Where did I get all of that? So I think we need, and that label I found first, excuse me, was way too big. Let's see if I've got something in my magic box that will work. I think that's going to be too big. Yes. It's going to cover up so much of what we've got going on. We could do vellum and soften it just a little. Oh, we could do shimmer vellum. It might take too much away. Let's see. Here's a smaller label. So what if we did something like this? And then we stamped our greeting right here. You guys need to talk to me. Are we covering up too much of the DSP if we do this? Should it come this way? Should it just be a circle under it? Here's a circle on the smallish side. Good morning, Jennifer. Like it to the right. So like this, and see, then I'm thinking the greeting kind of comes this way. I'm kind of okay with that. Okay. If you guys voted, you waited too long, and I moved on. I have about, let's see. Just going to put a couple of dimensionals down because my circle, the square label to the right. Okay. Okay. All right. So I kind of feel like that covers up too much. Let's do it like that. Okay, now when I put this piece on dimensionals, so there's already dimensionals here. So then the trick becomes, how many dimensionals do we need? So the little baby cactus, we're going to put a couple of dimensionals under it, minis if I can find them. Oh my goodness. Looks like Hazel's been in my dimensionals. Okay, so on this little baby guy, he's going to need a stack of 2 so that he matches the height of everything else. And then the outer edge of the cactus is just going to need 1. And then we could add a little of the tombow on this side, but we're going to get the greeting in there first. And we're going to find my voice. Okay, oh, I kind of like him like that. All right, now what greeting do we want? We could use that happy birthday again. Okay, what do you like? Do you like just a note? I think it's about the right size. All right. And luckily enough, when you cut your layers of white, you almost always end up with the perfect greeting size strip. And I think I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo. We've got a lot of green on this, and I love green. So, but guys, this cinnamon cider, this guy, that's going away. So order it right away. And if you use that host code that you can see on the left side, when you place your order, then you're going to earn some special thank yous. Okay, I'm leaving myself a little bit of room because I don't know if I want to flag the ends yet or just what. I think that's pretty straight. It's straight enough for me. And then we're going to tuck it in here. And then let's flag this end. Let's get the... And I know some very talented people. Chris is probably one of them that can flag their ends with their scissors. I'm not one of those. I thank you Stampin' Up! For the flag punch that does that for me. Chris is actually one of the people that I met early on in my stamping. She taught me tons. And she nicknamed me 1L. I even made a shirt in her honor. Had a shirt made. I didn't make a shirt. I don't do that. Okay. Okay, guys, we just made a card. I think he's super cute. Thank you for all of your help. So these are the 2 cards that we made today. Too cute, too fun, too fast. I'm still going to make it on time to my eye doctor appointment. Yay! Yay for new contacts. No, I didn't, Chris, but I love it. All right, so michellesalcho.com will take you to my website. That's where the blogs all post. YouTube will have this video later today, and they all kind of connect together. So I hope you all have a very blessed day and that my headache goes away really soon. That'd be awesome. I hope you all don't have one. I bet my friend Kirby does, and my friend Sybil probably does. We are kind of sensitive to this kind of weather stuff. Have a great day, guys. And remember, I'll try and be back this afternoon, and we'll walk through the products that are retiring. And then trying to think what's next. Bingo is tomorrow night. Card Club is Saturday. And YouTube Live on Monday. Facebook Live on Wednesday. So have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye. I can't find my mouse. I'd turn this off if I could find my mouse, but I can't find my mouse. I hid it. Okay, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. Bye, guys.